Ready, set, go.
Okay, welcome to MonsterCon. It's Monster Prom 4. They did another one.
They've got some more coming.
Yeah. Do we want to learn the tutorials? Or do we want to have a bold, mysterious, tutorial-less experience? I'm kind of tempted to learn on the go just because we're pretty familiar with Monster Prom games.
Yeah, we've played a couple, just a few.
We'll do one on the fly. Let's go.
Well, yeah,
See
we'll
what
figure
happens.
it out.
How hard could it be?
Yeah, we have 3 players.
Yeah.
Share controller. Let's do... We have about an hour and a half left in the stream, so a short game.
Sounds good. We all know a short game isn't really
Yeah.
a short game, though.
Oh,
My goodness.
Well, sure.
Look at the music choices.
ooh. do
Whatever
we
is
want-
their music choice.
Surf rock, lo-fi beats, kawaii future bass, retro, or fantasy vibe? I'm kind of vibing with the kawaii future bass.
I'm
mean, I
so
gotta
glad
hear
you
it.
said that, because me too.
Nice. All right. Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention. But for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you love, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belonged. Oh shit. Who am I?
My guy!
Oh
Okay.
boy, oh boy.
Oh, you can pick. Okay.
I'm so excited. Dibs on. I think her actual name is Vicky, maybe, or is that what I heard?
Is Ghost Boy Milo? Is that Milo?
His name is Oz. Or
Oz.
Ozzy.
I like Oz.
Oh, he's stealing my character.
I'm gonna go for Connor, just cause, you know, immersion and all that.
Fair.
And I'll keep the he pronouns.
I love the con.
Nice. Janet. Who would you like
Please
to
give
play?
me the Frankenstein gal.
Frankenstein gal. Do you want to keep the name Blue or Vicky, or do you want to go Janet?
Let's go Janet for again immersion.
Truly. Great. Okay.
Let's geek out.
Let's geek out. And Kim? Fire Lady or Zombie Man?
Let's stick with Fire Lady. If
Fire
we're going
Lady.
on theme. And we'll go
All right.
with Kim.
Kim. Nice. Oh, I forgot to ask about pronouns. Are either of you doing other than she, her pronouns?
She, they, please.
She, they.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I'm
you
default
can't.
setting.
You have to.
Do you want to do she or they?
She's fine.
Okay. Well, she's fine, but would you prefer they?
I prefer both, but she is fine.
Okay.
I'm conquering the con.
We're conquering the con.
Absolutely.
But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? I feel like there's less pressure for the end of a con. I've personally never been to a nerdy convention before, but I feel like there's less pressure for the final night of a con than there is for perhaps a prom.
Yeah, you're right. But there is usually a
Yeah.
big party at the end of the con that everybody wants
Okay.
to go to.
Fair enough. As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con.
Cool.
Who do we got? We got Zoe. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an awful idea.
Speaking of whom, Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay
Nico
for that.
Sharp, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shape-shifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them. But who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. But what was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Oh boy, tell us 3 things I like.
Iambic pentameters.
I do like iambic pentameters. I am a fan. I am a sucker for when the villain wins at the end. This is more of an acknowledgement of a toxic element, but I do like correcting other people when I know the correct information. Janet?
Well, obviously, I have to say magical girl transformations.
Magical girl transformations, great.
Shiny dice.
Shiny dice, also very valid.
And power scaling your friends.
Power scaling your friend, very good. All right, Kim.
Forming a cult for the lulz.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Magical girl with the dark twist.
Right, nice. I was looking at that one as well.
And shiny dice.
Shiny dice. Very good. My top 3 favorite... Oh, owls, immediately.
Oh, wow.
I do like wolves, or if that's a fox, I like foxes. Now, between horses, dolphins, and octopi, there's a lot to like about octopi. They're very interesting creatures. I'm going to put that in 3rd. Janet?
Octopi is first, please and thank
Okay.
you. They're delightful.
Absolutely.
And then owl, because bird.
Owl. Birds.
And then horse, because I know too much about their anatomy to not love that they still exist despite everything.
Yeah. The more you know about horses, the more they are a wonder of bioengineering.
It's crazy that they exist.
Yeah. Kim?
Give me wolves number 1.
Wolf number 1.
Owls number 2. And
course.
octopi number 3.
Nice. You and I are cut
Big
from the same
fans of
cloth.
octopi in this house.
Yeah, and owls.
And owls.
Yeah. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long.
Time to win at art.
Making our own comic. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Alright. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. Don't call me out like this. What the... But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Choose your genre. Do we want romance or action?
I feel like action, because we're going to get
Action.
enough romance at the
Yeah.
con.
Alright. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start.
I'm so excited.
That's so good.
You sure
Great.
it's my turn?
Alright, my turn. Hotel and outdoors, main stage, community zone, the lobby, merch hall. I'll start at the community zone.
Touch smart already.
Yeah. You check out the games going on at the community zone and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. Alright. You start by playing some N64 games, then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick. I don't know why we're limiting that to the original. You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the royal game of Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you +2 fun, which is good because that was my lowest stat for some reason. Afterward, you meet up with Liam and April to go to a Japanese kintsugi workshop. Fucking things up and haphazardly fixing them is your specialty, so this should be easy.
Greetings, my friends.
Does anyone else specifically want to voice Liam?
Hello.
Sure.
No.
No?
No, I
can
got
do
it.
You got it?
This is my
Jim's
guy.
voice is legendary.
This is my guy.
Okay, yeah, you go, Kim.
There's so much pressure now, you guys.
Same as it ever was.
Thank you for your support, Connor. Greetings, my friends. Do you two know what kintsugi is?
Janet, do you want to take Clown Girl
You-
or...
Bet your ass I do.
Okay, go ahead.
It's when you repair broken pottery by...
Fear not, I'll explain it. It's when you repair
Aw.
broken pottery by filling the cracks with lacquered gold. It can be seen as a metaphor for making a broken thing more beautiful than ever.
Damn.
Much like one's own tarnished soul.
Wish it was a metaphor for you shutting the fuck up!
Whoa. Coming out strong in the first conversation.
What did you bring to Kintsugi on? I brought this urn.
Whoa.
You're gonna shatter and then repair an urn? What about the ashes?
You dump out the ashes into a Tupperware container, you smash the urn, then repair it, then put the ashes back in from the Tupperware. It's like we're not even taking this seriously.
Honk honk! I'll mix those into the gold lacquer paste. It'll be both morbid and beautiful, just like clowns.
Or do that. Yeah, that works too.
Sometimes you alarm me, April.
Right. Right, her name is April 1st. I forgot about that.
It's a cute idea. Besides, I'm sure Connor brought something way weirder.
Oh, I'm sure I did. Oh boy, did I. Actually, you didn't bring anything at all. You weren't aware that you had to bring your own breakables. Which, I'm a drummer. I always bring my own breakables. Thank you very much. You gotta improvise something to Kintsugi.
While you think of that, Janet, look, I just noticed on Liam's arm his bite marks.
Oh, I do see that. Yeah, you're right.
You can see his turn marks. That's so cute.
Both answers here I really like. No time to think, smash your arm with your emergency hammer until you finally have something broken with you. Or your bank account, you've been broke for too long and it sounds like it could be beautifully fixed by adding some gold. I'm not actually broke, so I think I'm gonna break my arm. You panic and go for it. Your hammer gives you several bruises, but you can't seem to crack the bone.
What the fuck?
I can just give you one of the extra plates I brought.
Oh. No, you can't back down now. It'd basically be admitting your idea was dumb. And we can't have that.
Nope.
Sorry, but no. Connor, sweetie, you're struggling because your technique is all wrong. Let me help you.
Oh, thank you, April. April gently takes the hammer from you, then absolutely pulverizes your arm in one hit.
See? It's all in the wrist.
I know it's all in the wrist. You don't need to tell me it's all in the wrist. The wrist is all I've got.
But Connor's broken bones are still inside his body. How are we supposed to do the kintsugi on them?
Speaking more on the point of it's all in the wrist, people, including myself, have been surprised by the fact that I am the loudest member of Rougarou, and I'm genuinely louder than most of the other drummers in the indie Vancouver scene. Despite,
Like louder in the noise that you make with like the drumming, or like loud as in like talking?
as in the drumming.
Ah, okay.
That decibel level, baby.
Yeah,
Heck
like
yeah, I can
louder
believe
than
it.
your average drummer.
He's decimating them bells.
Which is,
It's
and that's not,
hard.
which is odd because I am also probably the drummer in Vancouver with the lowest muscle mass.
It's all in
No,
the physics.
but you got more leverage on those
Yeah.
long arms.
The
Yeah,
lankiness.
because I've got the leverage and the proper sticking technique. The wrist is all you need.
You hear that? You hear that, ladies? He's got the proper sticking technique.
I have written a stand-up bit about that.
By peeling back his skin to get to the bone, silly goose. Here, you can
Oh,
borrow my scalpel.
wow. April gives you a scalpel from her purse, then waits rapturously for you to peel your own arm open. I don't need to do that now because my arm is already broken.
This character is like if Janet really leaned into her Repo the Genetica opera phase.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
then also
bubblegum phase.
spiraled quite badly.
Yeah.
Actually, it'll go faster if I just do it.
No thanks.
Mm-mm.
She cuts her arm open, and you repair your bones, kintsugi style. They're not nearly as strong as they were before, but they sure are pretty. Later, you all meet up with Omen and tell them the whole sordid tale.
Then, fill his bones with gold lacquer. It was engrossing to watch.
Not bad.
Yep. It had all the disgusting appeal of surgery theater.
I guess this means I'm gonna be Omen.
I guess so.
Huh. It is one of the universe's cruel jokes that it gives 2 arms to people who have no idea how to care for them. Omen's just jealous of your gold shitty bones. You gain +2 boldness for your macabre art, but lose 2 smarts.
Let's go!
Alright, fair enough. Janet, where are we going?
I am going to the vendors. That is my favorite part of it.
Vendors. So the merch hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. You find a cool shirt you like at
That
a commercial
is-
stand.
Exactly the kind of shirt I would pick up. Can I
Absolute-
have that shirt?
I mean, I'll...
Kim,
I
I
would-
need you to crochet me something.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a cool zine for $2.99 monster dollars, then a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. What the hell is the conversion rate on
Monster
Canadian dollars to monster dollars? Because that's a fucking steal if they're 1-to-1.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
You then buy a pack of gum for 99 cents of monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me and I'll give you +2 jam." You feel dirty for some reason, but you got stats and your pockets aren't jiggling anymore. You, April, Doug, and Zoe are prowling the stands when someone grabs April's wrist. Kia, yeah. Ow! Oh yeah, go ahead.
Country. I was only trying to desperately sell you something.
Who the hell is this baggy-clothed individual?
Wait, let me play my tiny violin.
Nice.
Sorry, it was a knee-jerk reaction to being grabbed by a stranger without my consent.
Yeah, fair.
It's okay. I forgive you. Do you want to buy one of my fanzines? It's the least you could do after you bruised my neck.
Oh, honey, I hate to bruise your pride too, but no.
Please. You'd be supporting small creators.
You don't need to tell me about supporting small creators.
Sorry, but no.
I feel for you really, but I'm all out of money.
We
Yeah,
could use
Doug.
the money we were gonna pool to buy that figurine of Katana in a bikini. We've had enough plastic waifus for one day, right?
Speak for yourself. I've got a hot date with that figurine in the bathtub later.
Come on! Buy my sin! I'm a starving artist! Your money would fund my Uber Eats addiction!
That's just a food addiction. You can't be addicted to Uber Eats. That's just a delivery service to get you food.
Well, you could be addicted to the convenience of it being, like, delivered to you.
I suppose so.
Oh, jeez.
Crap, she needs me. But the figurine! But the art! But my bank account! Gah! What do I do?
Poor Doug. If you don't step in, he's gonna end up buying a shitty zine instead of the horny figurine that he deserves. Bail your friend out of the zine buying corner he's trapped in. Janet, this is your call.
I'm going to pretend I'm a time traveler.
Uh-huh. Very good. From old times who have yet to learn how the concept of buying goods works, trust that your friends will follow. Great.
You want us to buy a zine? What is this buying?
Everyone's staring at you. You give your friends a wink that says, got this. Just play along.
We can't buy the zines because we have a winking condition.
Whoa.
Exactly. We have something in our eyes. Collectively.
No, we can't buy them because we're time travelers, right, gang?
And we got something stuck in our eyes while we were hurtling through the space-time continuum.
No, you keep winking at your friends, hoping they'll eventually get the idea.
Yikes. I think Janet has something stuck in her eye for real.
From time traveling? I thought that was part of the lie.
Doug and April are hopeless. You wink desperately at Zoe. She stares at you very intensely as if she's peering into your soul. No. We're time travelers, and in our time, we haven't invented the concept of matters. So, we have no choice but to admit we have zero interest in your zines. But we won't feel bad about telling you so because that's our society's norm, so it's okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah! It's not that your zines are bad, I just prefer to spend my money on stuff I actually want. No hard feelings.
This is the autistic experience.
I'm still contractually obligated to have good manners, but ditto everything my friend said, okay?
Contractually obligated to have good manners. That is the autistic and the working world experience.
Wait! Don't go! I can help you get with the times if you buy my zine!
Not a chance. Bye!
Ah, there you go.
That was smart. Thank goodness Zoe caught on to Janet's plan.
Yes!
Well, that's because Janet and I have such a powerful bond. When I look in her eyes, it's like I'm reading her mind. Sure. You gain +2 creativity and lose 2 smarts.
I'm on fire, baby.
Alright, Kim, where are we going?
Let's do the main stage.
Main stage.
Montage.
Main stage.
Give me a performance.
you go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Which, hang on. Step 1, good artists copy, great artists steal. Seems easy enough. There are lots of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Hang on. Key to a successful comic. Make one or several characters hot. Right, yes. Plant a hook early on. Add a shark. Sharks are cool.
Sharks are cool.
Sharks are cool. These are some good tips.
Yeah.
Step 2, write what you know. You know plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comic looks bright. Step 3, add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit, you don't know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. I know a few things about sharks.
Only a couple, though.
Still, maybe there's a spider shark comic by Kim in the future. You gain 2 smarts from all you've learned. Tell me, Kim, what was the happiest day of your life? Is it the day you fell in love, received a hard-earned reward, ate a particularly delicious sandwich? Kim, do you have an actual answer for this?
The best day of my life?
The greatest day of your life.
The greatest day of my life.
Best day, top number 1.
There's a few. Yeah, the day I met Janet, the day I met Ian, the day I met Connor. The day that my son was born.
Wait. What?
You know, my cat.
Oh,
Soba.
Sure.
My son.
Right.
The day he was born out of her body and definitely not gotten at the Humane Society.
Totally not adopted. Totally real. And the day that I graduated college.
Nice. We'll take it. Well, prepare to knock that day into second place, because today you're seeing the exclusive pre-premiere of the new Dragon Heat movie. Commence hype.
Dragon Heat. Oh my god, look at the Cupid Cop. That's an angel.
Sorry, kids, we gotta cut off the line now to deal with that capacity.
No! Who wants to be the mimic character?
I will.
Okay. I mean, he's already said this line, but...
Yep.
My patience is at capacity. Let us in, or when I'm done with you, you'll be eating through a tube.
It's okay, Omen. There are other events we can go to, like...
Sorry, but no.
No. Sorry, I can't be positive about this. I'm going back to the hotel to cry fully clothed in the shower.
Nobody's leaving. We're not gonna just take this lying down.
Very good. Nico climbs up the statues of the Dragon Heat characters until they've reached a suitable height to deliver a rousing speech.
Hear me roar! We will not be denied our right to see the film of the decade!
This is the film of the decade?
Did we not come to this con to conquer? To feast upon fun and fandom? To demand the respect we fucking deserve?
I came here to see some cool vendors and meet some voice actors. Rejoice, my rowdy barbarians!
Oh my god, it's Brandon Rogers.
Is it?
That's Blitz.
I need to look this
Blitz when
up.
I hear him.
Yeah, that's Brendan Roger right there. That's great. I love it.
I say we raid this showcase and lay claim to the seats and refreshments that our ancestors fought and died for!
Great. Okay. Finally, something violent is happening. I'm in!
I'm in too, but how are we gonna get past the guards? They probably have tasers or something, and we're just a line of people with foam swords.
Do you not have goddess-like powers? Can you not simply use those to force our way in?
I could, but I didn't eat breakfast this morning, and I slept on my neck weird. It's just not a good time, you know?
I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. Sometimes you just wake up and you're like, oh, wow, my body slept at the wrong angle.
Absolutely, and you're just kind of non-functional.
Yeah, fine. Maybe Kim can make herself useful by coming up with a way to get in.
Rude.
All right, Kim.
Diversion tactics. Distract the security guards by stabbing them in the stomach. Or convince the guards by telling them that if they let you all invade the panel, you will help them invade one thing of their choice. I kind of want to stab them.
Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to find the frickin' cast of this game. I'm not gonna worry about it. They'll say it in the credits.
Oh yeah, we'll see it eventually. Actually, hit the second one. I changed my mind.
Second one?
Yep.
Convince the guards?
Yep, let's see what happens. I've got smartness and charm.
Okay.
What? Is that a bribe? Disperse, or I'll apprehend you and take you to con jail.
Damn it.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Everyone always told me this was a stupid idea. I get it. One person can't invade France alone.
What?
But what the hell does that? Sorry, some people who wanna watch a movie? Wow. It's not so stupid anymore, is it?
Why are we talking about invading France? Like, I'm not necessarily opposed, but how did we get here?
Well, this guy's very obviously a demon, and where's the Vatican? In Italy. Take over France, and then you can...
I guess? Heed my advice. Abandon this dream. Invading France is not all it is cracked up to be.
Wow! I have been banned from entering foreign ever again. So, invading it is my only option left if I ever want to see the world.
Sure.
Why did you get banned from entering France? Why does anyone get banned from anything? What's important right now is that we might have the numbers to follow this thing off.
Uh-huh.
Partner, I'll do this with you. You have my back when I accidentally shot a civilian multiple times, so I'll have your back now. What? Huh?
This deep lore between these two
What?
con cops.
You thank you. Let's invade France with the help of the young nerds.
Okay, it's a deal. How about you two act as our initial strike force and head to France now, and we'll meet you there after the movie.
Great idea. Bring blondes. See you in Europe.
Yeah, see you in Europe.
This is so gonna work.
The guards hop on a flight to France, and you all raid the pre-premiere, meaning you sit politely on the floor and watch the movie. Surely it'll be a while before you have to explain yourselves to those cops, hopefully. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 boldness.
What?
Well,
I thought that was pretty bold.
alright, everyone choose a song. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing.
Pink Pony Club.
My Type by the Motel something band.
The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Okay. Player order is decided based on which song would be the weirdest to choose as the song to play at your funeral.
The ultimate song of Ultimate Destiny.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I think Pink Pony Club is the most appropriate song.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I honestly, if they played My Type at my funeral, I'd be pretty
I'm
pleased.
dead tired.
Fair.
All right. Oh, yeah, Janet, where are you sitting?
I think I'm gonna sit with Zoe and Omen.
Okay.
Nice.
Who do you want to sit with specifically?
Omen.
Okay. Board game night, go out to dinner, or watch a movie?
I don't know. I'm not looking so bold, so I'm not sure that picking a bold option would be good. But
I mean, we don't know if that's how that works. You gonna do board
I'm
game?
just making assumptions. But yeah, let's do board game.
Great. You and Omen have a great game night.
Did I win?
You just-
Did I win?
You decide to make it a poker night. Omen completely wipes the floor with you. It turns out it's quite easy to have a poker face when your face is a mask made of metal. Come to think of it, how do they even manage to make any expressions if their face is a mask made of metal? Huh. Some questions are best left unanswered, you guess? Alright. I am interested in getting to know Mr. Doug over here. Doug
Nice.
seems like a cutie.
He seems like a sweetheart.
Let's go. I don't like walks. So we're gonna go muy caliente and go for board game night.
Ooh, spicy.
You and Doug have a great game night.
Hope I remember the rules.
You play a new Euro game that Doug backed on Start Kicker. Nice. After 2.5 hours of trying to understand the rules, you discover that the game is more fun when you just build towers with the pieces. I feel that so much. There is nothing that will make me zone out quicker than making me learn a board game.
That's the worst.
Congrats, you reinvented Jenga with extra steps. At least you still had fun with Doug.
I'm gonna sit the hardest.
And Kim, you can sit by yourself if you want.
It's true. Let's sit by myself.
All
Let's see what
right,
happens.
At which
Okay.
table?
that's
That's
a
the
re-
thing. Let's go with
a
the one
real-
closest to the vending machine.
okay, a real ace
Solid
move of
choice.
you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah! Give me
Friend-o-man.
Miranda!
well,
Can I not pick that
Miranda, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You invite Miranda to join you at the con.
A con? You mean those places where peasants go to discuss lowbrow popular culture?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see one for myself. It'll be interesting to learn their strange customs. Let's go. The old Miranda would have said a Prince Charming, mayhaps, but I've grown since the old days. Miranda's ready to date outside of royalty, but not scrap the charming part just yet, yes? A girl has standards.
Very good. Thank you.
Perfect. Yes. The right choice.
Day 2.
Time for a brainstorm.
1 midnight gone. The con is a whirlwind of activity and overstimulation.
Mood.
But somehow you find time to work on your comic. Time to brainstorm. Ooh, what's something that stirs fear in your soul? Ghosts of all the big surrealist artists of the early 20th century. Math. Wolves with guns for legs. Wolves with big menacing dongs. I know that doesn't stir fear in some of our souls.
I wouldn't say fear.
I'm kind of leaning towards the ghosts of the 20th century.
Oh, I was thinking math.
We can do math.
But this is Janet's choice.
Oh, so it is. Janet, what's your choice?
Math.
Math. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Everybody's
Hi,
gonna
Soba.
learn this
All right, Kim.
or else.
What's something you'd do to impress everyone at your wedding? Reveal your most niche fetish in painful detail? Compliment everyone's hats? Kill a walrus with your bare hands just because? Or solve the Hodge conjecture, a major unsolved problem in algebraic geometry?
Either 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1. 2. Compliment
2.
everyone's hats.
Nice, which means that everyone needs to wear a hat to your wedding.
Correct.
Nice. Alright, oh, I don't even get a choice.
Aw.
Well, fuck
Boo.
me, I
New
guess.
adventure.
Janet, your turn.
I think I will go to the hotel.
The hotel and outdoors. The rest of the world, as they call it. You're in the hotel room sewing your cosplay costume when you mistakenly sew it to the bed's blanket. You could unsew it, but that would mean admitting you made a mistake.
And also, seam ripping's a bitch.
Oh, it's the worst. And you
So
almost
you-
never bring a seam ripper with you.
So you decide to properly implement a blanket in the costume design and leave your dumb ego intact. Look at you, being a stubborn dum-dum. Here, have 2 creativity for such out-of-the-box thinking. Later, you're at the hotel bar with April, Zoe, and Omen when you're approached by a drunk guy with too much pussy on his mind. Hello, ladies. You looked like you needed some company.
Shut up.
Why would you think that? We are keeping each other company. Are you stupid or something?
The short answer is yes, but I think he's trying to flirt with us.
Damn right I am. I like your tentacles, girl. What holes do they like to go in?
That's so inappropriate.
Hard pass.
Home. They like to go home.
Oh, you're actually inviting me back to your place? I'm in. You are propositioning intercourse before you even know her name. Courtship has grown much more vulgar since my day. Yeah, but how long ago was that? I love a mean MILF.
Sorry, but no.
Damn.
Sir, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but none of us are looking for a date right now.
Oh, but you'd make an exception for me, right? I'm a catch. I don't know who
There's
this.
something you can catch. These fucking hands!
What? Who the hell is? Who is this?
Or she can't have bad emotions, so
Right.
they turn into little creatures.
Gotcha. You wanna play hard to get, huh? That's okay. A predator loves the chase. Rawr.
Someone
Gross.
give me a
Yeah.
knife.
I will show you predation. Someone hand me a knife.
No, don't jeopardize your redemption arc for this sleazeball. I'm sure Janet can get rid of him, right, Janet?
You sure can. You can do it in the funniest way possible. Trapdoor or
I'm
Casanova's
absolutely
grandma.
flirting with his grandma.
Oh, hell yeah.
Perfect. Hey, Cotty, can I borrow your phone?
To put your number in? Score? Yeah, no. April texts his grandma that he's at the bar and wants to see her. She agrees to come.
Of course.
Denny.
yeah.
Thanks for inviting me out. These old bones could use a night on the town.
Very good. Grandma, what are you doing here?
We called here. We wanted to see if you were willing to be a disgusting horn dog in front of your sweet old grandma. You gonna keep flirting with us?
No. Please don't make me. Grandma is ruthless.
Don't be dramatic, Vinny. Go on, hit on these women. Let me see your technique.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Grandma's got no chill.
Okay, are you girls from Tennessee? Cause you're the only 10s I see.
That was pathetic. You didn't even say anything about their boobs. Why not? They got nice boobs. I bet they could suffocate myself motorboating those bobacious clowns.
Oh my god, Grandma.
I knew Grandma was gonna be.
I knew Grandma was gonna be down and dirty.
Yeah, Grandma's a freak like that, apparently.
Oh, hush, it's just a figure of speech. I only motorboat women who are over 60 these days. I like my boobs wrinkly.
Fair enough. That's sure.
She's age appropriate. I respect
Love her
it.
for that. Grandma, you're embarrassing me.
Trust me, the feeling's mutual.
Oh,
Come on,
fuck.
Vinny. You're going home to rewatch all of my flirting lessons on VHS until your skills improve.
Oh my god, this woman made a series of VHS instructional videos on flirting and has already made her grandson watch all of them.
I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He was flirting with everybody before.
I suppose
just really
so.
badly and creepily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he needs to get his grandma's vibe.
Nah. Grandma pulls Vinny out of the bar by his ear. That was certainly something, but at least he got rid of him.
You okay, Omen? You haven't said much.
My apologies. I was distracted by the thought of being suffocated by boobs. Fair. That's valid.
Look at her
Feel
little
that.
flirty face. Oh,
Yeah.
she's blushing.
Oh man, you gain 2 charm for getting rid of the annoying flirt, but lose 2 smarts.
For what?
Really?
I don't know. I'm gonna go to the lobby.
Oh my god,
owning-
you're close to the lamb!
Oh my god, that's Cult of the Lamb!
I love it!
I didn't realize it until I saw the little crown on the top. Rachel and I have gotten
multiple lamb, so I
Ra-
noticed immediately.
Rachel
me
and I
too.
got respectively sucked into that game. You're roaming the con lobby when you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. You're caught in streamer crossfire. You're technically in 2 places at once. You feel imbued by the power of omnipresence, or at least, bi-presence. Honey, all of my presences are bi-presences. Then one of the streamers leaves, so you're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you 2 boldness. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're walking the floor with Nico, Liam, and Doug when a man in Spider Guy cosplay runs up to you all. Didn't we already mention Spider-Man?
We
So why does
did,
it have to
yeah.
be Spider Guy?
Because
Who
guys
knows?
are a thing, remember?
Okay.
Oh, it's also a totally different Spider-Man.
Who
it's
wants
like
to be
Spider
Who wants to be Spider Guy?
Hey, sorry to bother you all, but I'm proposing to my boyfriend today, and I really want to make it special. Can you help me?
Hell yeah.
Sorry, but we're sort of on our way to a panel.
We have to help.
The panel can wait, Liam. This is for love. We have to help.
Real heroes never ignore someone in need. We must save this man's stolen heart.
I just now noticed that Nico is, in fact, currently in cosplay.
Yes, he's a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Thanks, green guy. You look strong. You hold this rope and tangle me off the balcony. White Ranger, can you scat the spider guy theme song?
See, I don't know if Doug is necessarily strong because he's all goo.
He's a bit slimy.
I don't know how much of that is muscle. A few minutes later, Spider Guy hangs upside down and gives a heartfelt proposal speech to a green gremlin cosplayer, underscored by Nico's romantic beatboxing.
Wow, this is all so sudden, but yes, of course I'll marry you.
Spider Guy takes off the green gremlin's mask to kiss him and freezes. Oh!
You're not Vernon?
No, my name is Theodore. So, do you think we can set the wedding date for October? Or are you more of a summer wedding kind of guy?
What? No, there's been a mistake.
Just then, another green gremlin cosplayer walks out of the bathroom and sees you all. Oh no!
Paul, what the hell? Were you about to kiss that guy? Of course he was. He's my fiancé.
And yes, both of these characters get the same voice.
Well, they're both the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Crap. We got that guy engaged to a total weirdo. We're losing karma for sure.
Oh no.
What a mess. This is why we should never help strangers.
Well, this is kind of your fault. You owe it to Paul to help get him out of this, or at least get him used to his new surprise fiancé. But Theodore the Green Gremlin never got married. This marriage is not canon. Or test the strength of their bonds by locking the three of them in a log cabin during a snowstorm with only one bed. It's bottle episode time!
Let's go!
Surprisingly, everyone's into this spicy plan. A few days later, you're all hiking up a snowy peak to free your little lovebirds from their cage.
I can't wait to see who Paul chose. I bet his love for Vernon was strengthened while huddling together for warmth and freezing temperatures.
I love Doug's winter apparel.
He's so cute.
So cute.
I'm a die-hard passive Theodore shipper. Having only one bed turns strangers into soulmates all the time in fanfic.
You reach the cabin and unlock the door, and Vernon and Theodore bust through, covered in blood.
What the fudge?
What the fudge happened to you?
You happened to us. What the fuck were you thinking? Knocking us out and locking us in there? That was a nightmare. I'm terrified of enclosed spaces. And of being kidnapped and stranded with no food or water.
Yikes. In hindsight, this plan was definitely more survival horror than rom-com. Our bad, guys.
Well.
Wait, why are there only two of you? Where's Paul?
Oh, no.
Whose blood are you covered in?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for fucking nothing. We're leaving. Never talk to me or my new boyfriend ever again.
Whoa. I guess in a weird messed up way, we helped them find love after all.
Oh no, we killed Spider Guy.
We killed Spider Guy.
Theo Vernon! The ship we never knew we needed!
I suppose the experience of murdering and eating someone for survival can bond two people together in its own twisted way.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
The experience of what?
Well, as long as your name isn't Paul, everything panned out just fine. Take your fun and lose two smarts, you bloody Valentine.
Here comes the MVP.
All right, Kim.
Vendors. Take me to the merch hall.
At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her zines are about. They're about you, she replies. You open one of her fanzines. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered. You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't even seen before. You're bowled over by your own charm.
I'm very charming, thank you.
Next thing you know, Miranda arrives at the con. She booked a room at the hotel for the night, so you meet her there to help her get settled.
Hi, Mary! What do you think of the room? Pretty nice, eh?
No, apologies, but I won't sleep in such a room. Not with that thing.
You look at what she's pointing at. The bed?
That can't possibly be my bed.
Miranda! You are making such great progress with your character arc. You were even being more humble and beheading people less. What's with these high bed standards now?
You're not listening to me. That is not a bed.
Really? You really won't count it as a bed if it isn't royal enough? What's it lacking? A silk canopy? A thin layer of caviar on the sheets, perhaps? Well, this is how us commoners sleep, okay? And it's perfectly fine, look!
You go to lay down on the bed, but Miranda grabs your arm and yanks you back.
This foolishness.
Okay, she's getting... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay, she's getting quite weird about the bed. She must be even more out of touch than you'd feared. You don't want Miranda to fall back into her old ways, so you'd better solve the situation. Find a way to make her okay with this bed, so you two don't end up spending all day looking at hotel rooms.
Her problem is laying on this bed. Maybe she'd
Laying
be
under the
laying
bed,
under it?
or
Maybe everyone knows
pillow
how real
fight time.
monsters do it anyway. Pillow fight. I feel like under the bed is well.
There's only one way to
Let's
find
do
out.
one. Let's do one. I feel like she wouldn't appreciate getting hit upside the head with a pillow.
Fair enough. Okay, we're laying under the bed.
I guess so.
Okay.
She lives under the sea.
You crawl under the bed and beckon for Miranda to join you.
I am not doing that.
Come on, I know this might seem beneath you, but you know, sometimes it's okay to be a fish out of water, eh?
You're waiting for her to laugh at your clever quips when you realize something is dripping on your shoulder. Yuck, they really don't clean in here, do they? You wipe the goop off and realize that it's saliva?
It should have been a mimic.
Is the
It's
bed
Nico.
salivating? It's frickin' Nico.
Kim, you need to get out from under the very slowly. Any noise could startle the... whatever it is.
Right, good call. You start crawling out from under the bed. Careful not to make any sudden movements.
Wait! If you don't want to be devoured, there's something really important you need to do first. You need to admit that you were wrong about the bed and I was right.
We were wrong about the bed in this specific case.
I'll give her that. It's not the time.
Oh, it has to be now. For your own safety. And you have to compliment my hair as well.
That seems really unnecessary.
Everything goes dark and wet as the not bed thing chomps down and swallows you whole. Then there's a flash of light. Miranda pierces the creature with her trident. She's like a beautiful avenging angel covered in blood, guts, and gastric juices.
Whoa, I almost died there. Remind me to listen to you next time.
Second time Kim has almost died from a mimic on this stream.
Yeah.
So...
You reach for her hand, but she leans back at the last second.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Wow, Miranda! From this perspective, I can finally appreciate how beautiful your hair is today.
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say.
She pulls you out of the thing's corpse. You'll be leaving a very strongly worded review of this hotel, but at least you're alive. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 fun.
Ooh, I gotta work on my fun.
I mean, you made up for some of the smarts that we've lost. Day 3! My turn. You feel a surge of creative inspiration and rush to work on your comic. What genius will your pen create today? Brainstorm and find out! Why did I choose my current career? Made a bet while I was drunk? Great prospects for a good dental plan? Ha! They give away a cool t-shirt if you join, or to get laid.
Cool t-shirt?
I think it might
an
have
artist has good dental.
No, I don't. Yeah, being an independently hired actor does not exactly get you great benefits. If it's not the t-shirt, it is getting laid, but I don't think I'm really doing it specifically for that, so I'll go for the t-shirt.
I don't think comic book artists get much pussy.
Yeah. Janet, you hope you never go to prison because of crimes against color theory, illegal drawings of people kissing, accidental murder, you want all your murder to be on purpose, preferably, or stealing someone else's poop.
The last one.
Well, if I go to prison because of stealing someone else's poop, it's going to be because Goblin somehow has the ability to get me arrested.
And also has a lawyer.
And, you know, I do like my illegal drawings of people kissing on occasion.
That's fair.
Crimes against color theory. Again, I'm an artist and a hairdresser, so, you know, don't... So, I really don't want to go to prison because of my accidental murder, though.
Okay.
I would like all of my murder to be on purpose.
Fair enough.
The tracks. You have the robe for it.
Alright, time to get back to the con.
Finally.
Janet, you're up.
We go to the community zone.
Community zone. You enter a competitive tarot tournament because you're reckless enough to gamble your entire future.
I'm so mad that I never thought of that.
This is just Spilatro.
In my life.
After several hanged men and burning towers, you decide to harness the power of celestial bodies. With your best Yu-Gi-Oh! Impression, you throw down Pluto. This is in fact... Yeah,
but this is so accurate to you specifically, Jim. Like,
it's actually just Spilatro. Pluto isn't a planet anymore. You're playing with an old deck. You're disqualified, and your opponent also predicts that you'll die of chlamydia. Damn. While you just gained 1 terrible fate, you also got 2 fun, because dying from chlamydia means at some point you'll get laid.
I hope you didn't get it from pegging Damien.
Oh, I definitely did.
Oh, Damien!
Well,
get tested.
You're playing a board game with April, Zoe, and Omen when you're suddenly cornered by 2 sharp-dressed women with clipboards.
Come on.
Oh, wow. All right,
Yes.
Kim, you and I'll cover the eel leech thing.
You got it, and I will be the mosquito.
Hello, ladies and lady adjacents. Would you mind participating in a quick focus group? We'll give you free chips.
Oh, we were kind of in the middle of something.
I like this idea.
Wait, Zoe. I am a lady adjacent who likes free chips. I would like to proceed.
Great! So, as gamer girls, tell us, what would your ideal gaming chair?
Ooh.
April, down to clown.
Well, the Something kawaii and pink for sure. I like things that remind me of myself.
I like you, April, but respectfully, your aesthetic can go suck eggs. I think the ideal chair would be smelted from the bloodied armor of fallen warriors, and also have good back support.
Meh.
I'd want a chair that's practical above all. Or wait, what about a Garfield-themed chair? Can I change my answer to Garfield-themed chair?
Those are all completely different chair designs.
Our company is trying to design a gaming chair that appeals to women. Can't you three agree on what women like?
Whoa.
Wait, let me play my tiny violin.
But maybe our gaming chair preferences aren't informed by our gender.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Huh. Gaming chairs not being defined by gender. That's intriguing. But we still need to arbitrarily divide our consumers to widen our offer. You have any ideas? Come on, you gotta earn those chips. You're not enthused about helping a big corporation, but there's free chips on the line, so invent a binary. People who think about how you sit in a chair says a lot about your personality and normal people, or people who trust chairs and people who fear that any chair is secretly a wizard in disguise who wants to touch their butts.
Hard choice.
I think the first one.
Yeah. Chair says everything about you or absolutely nothing. What bearing could your preferred sitting position possibly have on your personality?
Loads of bearing. These days, people love defining themselves with increasingly obscure categories.
For example, I'm an Aries, an ENTP, and a wanted felon.
Wow.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Tracking, yeah.
Anyway,
Figuratively speaking, of course.
I don't think that's true, April.
I don't think that is figurative speaking.
No, not at all.
I'm older than the stars, so technically I don't have a zodiac. But if I did, it'd be Aquarius.
Always bad.
Just
But
why?
why do people care about such inconsequential categorizations?
I guess in a world filled with insecurity and uncertainty, some people need arbitrary categories to cling to in order to avoid existential dread.
It's a flip-flop.
Existential dread. Oh, I gotta do a personality quiz.
So which categories do each of you fall under? How you sit says a lot about your personality. Or normal.
I am going to have to side with the normal people on this one.
Not me. I'm a goober with a heart of gold, so I sit in chairs like this. Ta-da!
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
You would
I sit in
like
chairs
L.
like that sometimes when I'm having a very bad day.
I'm literally sitting like that right now.
Nice.
Nice, Zoe. I sit in a chair like this.
So, you've become a wanted felon and a clown.
Honestly, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means I'm a cutie patootie with nothing to hide. Come on, just avoid thinking about the existential dread.
Nice. That somehow settles that. You gain 2 charm for reflecting on how people's personalities work, but you lose 2 smarts. We are not doing well in the smarts department.
But there's too many options.
We all have our own stats, sweetie.
Yeah.
You're doing very well in your smarts.
I guess so, yeah. I guess I'm the brains of the operation this time around.
Yeah, your
I
friend
am
could use some work.
I am going to go to the merch hall. Merch hall is fun, right? You find some teenagers selling their own fanzines. Aw, so cute. You check them out and they are awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. Just show them how it's done. You make your own zine right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on their stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome zine you made nets you 2 charm.
Sick.
Nice. You're still reeling from the horrors you saw in that homemade taxidermy booth, so you're a little slow on the uptake when your other friends stop dead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Is that a Pure Lust polyresin 1-4 figurine of Lady Demetrescu? Mint in the box?
Excuse me, it's pronounced Demetresque. You don't
think it's
pronounce
spelled
the
wrong.
U, thank you very much.
Well,
No,
you
it's
know
not
what?
spelled wrong.
It's not spelled
And
wrong, you just don't...
I'm just not that horny for her then.
That's fair. That's
Clearly.
Sorry.
I'm not as horny for her as I probably could be, but a tall lady demands some respect.
I'll give you that.
Were any of those words supposed to mean something to me?
They only made 50 of these beauties. I've never even seen one in person. I think I'm gonna pass out. Focus, Doug. You can't make the purchase of a lifetime if you don't keep your eyes on the prize.
Truly, true.
Huh, there's no chance in heck I can afford that figurine. I'd need to take out like 2 loans on my moped.
He has a moped!
He's so cute.
Oh,
No.
if only I were more gay.
It's okay. It's enough just to stand here admiring it, pretending for you sweet minutes that it's mine. Ah.
I purchased the big-breasted object of your desire. Grovel for my mercy.
Oh, Omen, you shouldn't have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omen, that was incredibly nice of you to buy Doug that figurine. As your Redemption Arc program sponsor, I'm proud to take some credit for your growth.
What are you two talking about? I bought this lecherous totem from me.
Count your days, fuckers.
I don't yet know how it works, but its mere aura caused your brains to become mush, and now that power belongs to me. Count your days, fuckers! That's a very good catchphrase.
I love it.
I take no responsibility.
Never
for
mind.
this.
I take no responsibility for this.
Coleman may be an idiot, but they're a hot, rich idiot that you like. And they just bought something that another hot, broke idiot you like really wants. If you play your cards right, you're sure that you can work something out that makes everyone happy. Strike a deal with Omen, or explain that the figurine is powerfully cursed. Oh wait, this is my turn.
This is you, yeah.
I feel like explaining that the figurine is powerfully cursed would actually just make it more appealing to Omen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna strike a deal.
Connor. Don't.
Hush, Liam. Adults are talking. Good boy. Now, Connor, show me the goods. Fine. You recite an ancient Enochian chant that turns your astral self inside out and exposes your soul.
Connor, you don't need to forfeit your immortal soul in exchange for a figurine just because I like it.
Oh, but I do. I do have to do that, though.
But then again, it is a pure lust polyresin Lady Demetrescu, so who am I to tell you what to do?
Well, you don't need to, because there's no deal. You are too eager to get rid of your soul. There must be something wrong with it. What? That's silly. What could be wrong with my soul? Many things. ways. For one, you could have soul bonded with somebody without protection and contracted soul crabs. Soul crabs. I used to play bass for the soul crabs.
Sounds funky.
Or perhaps you sat in a weird smell for too long and allowed the stink to soak into the fabric of your soul.
No deal.
I don't want my soul prison to smell bad. Offer denied. I keep the totem. Are you really turning down my soul for a horny piece of plastic? I've got a demon offering me a year of piano lessons for this thing.
It's Damien.
For sure, it's Damien.
Fine. I'll take your soul. I guess worst case scenario, I can later trade it for those piano lessons. I suspect I have to relearn anyway. You know, since I have half the hands I had when I first learned.
That was epic.
Connor, I owe you big time. Not my soul, please, but maybe I could give you my moped?
I'll take a moped. That's a nice means of transportation.
It's true.
You're just happy to help, and that you finally managed to get rid of your soul. Soul crabs are the worst. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 smarts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's set this
Nice.
con on fire.
All right, Kim, where are we going?
Take me to the lobby.
To the lobby! You're roaming around the lobby and you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable! You decide to solve this conflict the traditional way. A knife fight to the death.
Fight for
The other
dominance.
The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain 2 boldness for always carrying a knife for no reason at all. And because I'm kind of scared of you.
Yes, good.
You're comparing all the merch you bought with April, Omen, and Zoe when you hear a high-pitched squeal of delight. Who the hell is this?
Oh my god!
I think the squeal was a little bit too much because I couldn't catch it on the audio.
Sorry.
That's
His
okay.
eyebrows are his antlers.
You did your job too well.
Don't want to do it again.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Oh my god! Your April Fools! I'm gonna faint!
Nice to meet a fan.
Hi, sweetheart. It's always nice to meet a fan.
I'm way more than a fan. I've got your CDs, all your merch. I've written a dozen fanfics about you. One could say I'm a friend and a best one at that.
Oh no, we've got ourselves a parasocial relationship. I also just noticed that Zoe is in Garfield cosplay.
That's adorable.
This is very good.
She's got a lasagna pillow.
You never told me you had a secret best friend, April. Did you think that I would be jealous?
Someone give me a knife.
Because I am. I yearn to stab this girl and steal her hallowed place in your life.
I love that April and Omen are best friends.
Yeah. She's not April's friend, just a very parasocial fan. This level of obsession can lead to some pretty weird behavior.
Like what?
April, look at this. It's a doll I made from a clump of your hair that I pulled out of your shower drain. Want to smell it?
Yeah, like that.
Like that. It's okay to be a fan, but you should stan your idols in a non-obtrusive way. Like sneaking into their house and taking a nap without touching anything.
Pretty sure that's not okay either.
Shit, really? I guess I owe Ryan Gosling an apology then.
If this girl is not April's friend, can we get rid of her? Her shrill, desperate voice makes me want to murder people. Yeah, you'd think April would also be grateful if you got this fan to leave. But how? Convince the fan that this is all just a really good dream? Or name 5 of her childhood traumas?
Oh
Funny as
my
shit.
god.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want.
we're-
I don't know if we want to do the second one because I'm worried that this fan will actually know 5 of April's childhood traumas.
But I'm
Oh,
kind of
guaranteed.
hoping that Omen knows the answers
Right.
to prove this fan wrong.
It's your call, Kim.
My fun is so low. Do it. Do the second one. I want to see.
Second one. All right, here we
Worth
freaking
it.
go.
Worth it. Let's go.
Here we go. Ha! Of course. You are surely a fake fan if you cannot even identify April's neuroses.
Maybe one of them is the hardships of being too cute.
Oh, come on.
I knew it.
Not according to April's diary, it's not.
Did you read that?
Well, the other day you seemed down and we were wondering what happened.
Why didn't you just ask like normal people?
We didn't want to bother you.
Yes. See how thoughtful we are? You are welcome.
I'll kill you!
I'm murdering you two in your sleep.
That doesn't seem like a constructive way to deal with your childhood trauma.
Yes. And a word of advice. If you do commit a murder on us, don't write it down in your diary this time.
So, is being too cute one of the traumas, or?
Shut up! Can you not see that we are having group therapy with our friend? Be gone. Omen stabs the fan in the arm, which finally gets her to leave.
True best friend. I don't.
Yeah.
April and Omen are a ship.
That's a-
I'm sorry.
That's really good, yeah.
They're adorable.
Jeez, some people don't know the first thing about boundaries.
You took care of the fan. Either way, Zoe and Omen are happy, and April probably will be too, in time. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charm.
Yay.
Alright, trade places. Everybody choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing.
Dolly Parton.
Tom Kenny.
Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Okay. Player order is decided based on which celebrity was most likely killed and replaced with a robot clone 10 years ago. Start debating now.
Dolly
Tom
Parton.
Kenny. Tom Kenny has been doing way too... actually, Dolly Parton...
Right? Makes sense.
Dolly,
Think about
yeah, I'm gonna give it to Dolly Parton.
She's her own animatronic at her own park.
I think Brennan is probably the least likely.
Least
So I'm
likely.
gonna give
He's-
myself second place. Alright, time to get some fresh air.
Should get some snacks.
Lunchtime.
Janet, where are you sitting?
I am gonna go sit with Owen and Liam.
Nice. Are you sitting with
I'm
Liam
sitting
or
with Liam, absolutely.
Okay. Nice. Walk,
And-
movie, or museum?
I'm dying to go to a museum with Liam.
Fair enough.
fucking nerd.
Museum. You and Liam decide to visit a contemporary art museum.
Look at that.
Obviously, Liam is in his element. He has copious amounts of information on every little weird sculpture lump or abstract blob you see.
Which is my
He's-
dream.
He's so enthusiastic, he ends up explaining the meaning of the fire extinguisher hanging next to a painting.
Bless him.
You're about to correct him, but he looks so cute when he's enjoying himself. You end up learning a lot about art and fire extinguishers.
Oh no. Where to sit?
My turn. I'll hang out with April and Zoe for a bit. I'll hang out with April. We'll go for... I'm interested about the experience of watching a movie with April.
So this is what relaxing feels like.
You and April watch the latest action movie. She has a lot of opinions on what guns the characters use and their shooting techniques. You ask her how she knows so much about guns. She suddenly doesn't want to talk much after that. Nice. She's probably focused on the movie. A real cinephile, this one. You have a great time hanging out with her.
Fuck yeah, I'm starving.
All right, Kim, where are you sitting?
I'm gonna sit by myself again.
You're gonna sit by yourself.
Well, maybe I get to talk to Miranda.
So you're going back to the vending machine again?
Yeah.
Okay. Miranda again? We also have
invite
Scott and
another
Vera.
Vera would be fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do Vera.
Okay. You invite Vera to join you at the con.
A nerd con. Ugh. But I do need an excuse to get out of this awful board meeting. So, sure. See you soon.
Vera, tell us, what is your type?
What a generic and stupid question. I don't like people who ask stupid questions. Be less stupid. Thanks.
Okay.
What I would do to say that to people.
Right? God.
Day 4, the final day. We might be going a little bit late, but let's finish this.
Let's finish it. We can do it.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session for your comic. Where did the time go? Kim, what's the best way to combat a hangover? Intense poetry slams, passionately kissing your own hand, 6 years of majoring in biomedical engineering, or holding a heavy object between your butt cheeks?
Holding a heavy object between your butt cheeks.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing.
Clench those cheeks.
Yeah. My turn. If I were in a band, what would I name it? Well...
Rougarou.
Ooh, Twin Dolphins of Fire is a little too long. Surgical eye removal. Surgical eye removal is pretty good. Sexy Deadly Whiplash is good. I would want to keep it without the anal beads. Quiet Eyes Forever. I'm gonna go with Surgical Eye Removal. Nice.
I like their song Scalpel.
All right, Janet, who will be your con love?
I'm going to get so shot down by any and all of them.
Possibly.
It's true, me too.
All right,
I think Connor's the only one who
let's
has
see what
Jen.
Omen's turn down is.
Sure. You're asking Omen to the con after party?
Yep.
All right. My turn. I will be asking out Doug.
Nice.
Kim.
Honestly, I have no idea who I've been gaining stats with at all, so... April?
Your
You
smarts
can-
is pretty good.
Yeah, my smarts is very good, so maybe Liam?
It's entirely up to you. You can select none of them.
Yeah, but that's always a boring answer. So let's do
Perhaps.
Liam.
Liam. Right.
I don't think my fun is high enough for April.
All right, let's check your comic. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Oh, wow. Time to see the labor of the fruits.
That's fucking Damien.
Yeah, it is.
Punching Harder is a comic about a dangerous world infested with math. Only a group known as the Slayers of Math can keep them at bay, but in order to join their ranks, you must prove your worth by passing a ruthless test, winning a fighting tournament. The first part of the test challenges the young warriors to compliment everyone's hats. The second part of the test, a fighting tournament. It's always a fighting tournament, duh. I like this Mad Libs style thing that they had going here.
Thing. Yeah.
Our brave hero, our brave hero Damien dreams of joining their ranks. All the odds are stacked against him, but he'll do his best. He has a strong reason to join. He'll get a cool t-shirt if he joins. There's also Aravi, Damien's rival. She's cool and aloof, but her mysterious demeanor hides a dark past she carries in silence. She murdered her whole family by accident.
That does track for her.
Oh my god, I just realized the old guy in the background's the coach.
The coach!
That's true. In order to join, they will train under the tutelage of Coach, a powerful old man who retired from the organization years ago. Against all odds, he'll awaken the two warriors' dormant potential via the most unorthodox training, holding a heavy object between their butt cheeks. Will they pass the exam? Will they join the Slayers of Math? Buy the fucking comic to find out. Oh wow. After they both managed to compliment everyone's hats, who would have predicted that Damien and Arave would face each other at the tournament finals?
Looks like you'll get a taste today of my secret technique. Surgical removal!
Nice.
I may owe you after you saved my life when I was holding a heavy object between my butt cheeks, but I won't hold back, you fuckface.
Wow. Match start, ding. Ah. Kazam.
Damn!
Rivals turned friends, friends turned opponents, Damien or Arave. Who will become a Slayer of Math? Nice. Alright, the con after party is approaching. Time to ask out Doug.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
You
god.
finally gathered your courage and asked Doug to go to the con after party with you.
Crap.
Oh, crap. I mean, I've never done this before. How do I put
He's
it?
gonna say no. I know he's gonna say no.
It's not you, it's me. Yeah, that's
Fuck!
it. I'm the one who doesn't like you.
No!
Yeah. Wait, that came out wrong. Sorry, it's just that I don't want to go.
With me, I get it. Yeah.
With you. Crap,
Yeah.
that sounded awful again. I'd better
It's
shut up.
It's okay, Doug. It's okay.
Okay, bye.
Anyway, have fun without me, that is.
She's so autistic coded and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like playing the short game makes it really hard to try and truly romance these characters.
I just got an achievement that says, "Who knew you could lose a con?"
Amazing.
You decided to hone your suffering into something constructive and learn to use a sword.
Seppuku.
Now you can tell people while you were busy finding love, I was studying the blade, which will make it sound like you did it on purpose. Unfortunately, you're even worse at sword play than you were at finding a party date, and you ended up cutting your own ear off. Now you're alone, bad at swords, and minus an ear. 3 fails for the price of 1.
That's a downward spiral there, bud.
You finally gather your courage and ask Omen to go to the con after party with you. You are requesting to engage in ritual courtship with me?
Stop this nonsense.
You must
now.
be joking. I have been in prison for almost a century and I am finally free.
But Omen, I have big boobs.
I am not about to willingly submit myself to the rules and mores of contemporary love. I shall not be tied down. I demand complete freedom to fuck. That's fair.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
You could just have that.
You could just fuck. That's fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's you.
That's you, Janet.
Maybe we could have an open relationship.
I am too mad to ask what that means. Be gone. Well, that sounds like Omen's loss.
Never.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that she goes into the
Oh. You refuse to admit your rejection ever happened, so you decide to act as if time had stopped for you. You stay frozen in place at the con long after it's dismantled and replaced by a shopping mall. The architects decide to build a fountain around you, and you become the centerpiece of the rejection fountain. As part of a new superstition, customers start throwing coins in the fountain, wishing to never meet your fate. Great. Alright. You finally gather your courage and ask your favorite grump to go to the con after party with you.
So mainstream.
The con after party? You're seriously going to that? Yes, but I'm going ironically.
Ah!
That's how we get them.
That's how you get them.
That's genius. Count me in.
Nice!
I got a date.
One of us got it!
Oh,
A win for one is a win for all.
You've earned my respect.
The after party was spectacular. You were both surprised to learn that there was a final cosplay contest being held, and Liam won second place for best Liam Prom cosplay. Liam was annoyed until he found out the prize was an interview in the local newspaper. He spent the entire interview criticizing the homogenization of pop culture under capitalism. It didn't ask him any questions about that, but it didn't stop him. Classic Liam. Great. Damn. 649 outcomes?
I mean,
35 secret
than any of the
endings?
other games.
What the hell?
There's like 1,000 outcomes in some of the other games.
Jesus
This is low for them.
Christ. Alright. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. Or an hour and a half.
Yeah, almost like an hour and a half.
Yeah. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Yeah, I have heard of the post-con depresso. I'm aware that's a thing. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave that all behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that, to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel once again young and unafraid. And it reminds us that, even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
We will be
Hey, and post-credits song.
Oh, I love the little watercolor. Everybody saying
Wow,
bye.
Jesse Cox.
come and you will see where everything we need.
Was not expecting to see that name here, but okay. All right. Voice actors. Where are we at? Nice. Erica Limbeck. Okay, Alexander Brookthorpe. Nathan Sharp. Someone Cho.
I mean, isn't this?
Brandon Rogers. There he is.
Told you.
Erica
Called it.
Ishii. That was a good time. I would be happy to do that a second time with more people. Or the same amount of
Just this
people
group.
with different choices.
Yeah. New stuff.
That'd be great.
Maybe one of the longer sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, April's voice is way too much fun for me, so if we
That's
can
fair.
just like really hone in on April, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that granny. Oh, it's Juan!
Oh.
I miss Juan.
Small
Nice.
magical Latino cat.
Small
Wow.
magical Latino cat.
As someone that, again, has... Oh, wow, Garfield. We love you, Garfield. Sure.
I thought that this is kind of Zoe's game.
Absolutely. As someone that has, again, never been to a con, I feel like this gave me a bit of a romanticized version of what it's actually like to go.
Correct. Way
Yeah.
less people.
Yeah. Just unlocked a new plot line. Let's go.
Yeah, we gotta play
You
again.
can now call Sawyer.
Who the fuck's Sawyer?
You can now call Gerard.
Let's go Gerard way.
You've unlocked a new outfit for Liam.
For Liam.
Oh, we gotta look at that.
You've unlocked 2 new comic genres.
Hell yeah.
If you got any suggestions for certain routes to take or other games for us to play, specifically dating sim wise, let us know. I know that Date Everything just came out.
Yes, oh my god, I want to play it so bad.
We are going to be playing that. We're going to play that.
I'm so excited about
Yes.
Dante Bosco being in it.
Dante Bosco, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Mercer, like everybody who's anybody is in
So
that.
many people are in it.
Erica
And
Ishii.
of course, Matt Mercer's wiggled his little way in there.
Of course, as he does.
He's in everything.
Yeah.
I think Aaron of the Game Grumps is in there.
Yeah, Aaron Hansen is probably in there.
There's a lot of voice actors in it.
Yeah. Until then, if you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do that. If you want to support the channel, you can go to the Fourth Wall, get merch, become a member, make a donation, whatever you want to do. Hugely appreciated. And until next time, thank you so much, and we will see you later. Happy conning! 20 seconds in what was in fact a Shadow the Hedgehog impression that I used for Omen. Sonic! It's been 50 years.
I'm just so glad I got to sneak Miranda in here.
Yeah, that was fun.